right, boys.
Down, lock down your number one.
Sing it, brother.
Good? All right.
No, sing it. Keep going.
No, I'm good. I can't give him too much.
Okay. It is April 30th, 8:27 p.m. We're starting on time, sort of. We said 8 o'clock.
I was in McDonald's drive-thru for 30
8:30
minutes.
Hey, it's okay.
It's okay.
You know, it's frustrating, but it's the way the world goes.
Usually, though, if we say 8:30, it's usually 9 o'clock. So maybe if we say 8, we're starting on time.
Life's hard. Get a helmet. That's what I've heard.
Rumor
Easy
has
peasy,
it.
lemon squeezy. Interesting draft.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most interesting pick that I have is that number 8 pick for Atlanta. Jackson had a hot take yesterday and said that it was actually a decent pick.
Yep.
I'm not complaining about it.
Could you explain? I want to
Yeah,
know.
break this down, please.
Develop. He will be developed. And I have a bad feeling that Kirk's going to get hurt.
He's already hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's back. You know, maybe he did the Aaron Rodgers thing. I don't know.
It's Achilles too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who's y'all's winner and loser?
Winner,
Team wise.
I'll be honest. Winner for me is the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears won big.
And the losers are
Definitely
Cowboys.
Vikings.
not the
I was
Cowboys.
gonna say Cowboys.
How? We got depth at every position we needed.
I think the Cowboys are
I think
just kind of filling in their spots, like he said. Depth.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings are the biggest losers.
is it because of JJ?
They traded for someone that has not proved himself to be a quarterback to win games.
That's a valid point.
Because his coach was Harbaugh. Not hating on Harbaugh, because
He's your coach now.
he's my coach, and I'm kind of scared because his philosophies are grown man ball, ground the ball, ground pound.
Running.
Yeah, so that's
Pound.
what scares me as a Chargers fan. You have a quarterback like Herbert that can be a top 10, top 5 quarterback in the league. That can be. Wasn't last year, but his first 2 years in the league was definitely a killer.
What was that quote he said about was it good football was a good offensive line or something like that?
Yeah, and he did say that. And
It was something along.
his
his
philosophies is run the ball really hard, and JJ handed the ball off a lot.
Mhm.
And
We saw that.
So I think what the Vikings are hoping for is maybe get a steal,
Mhm.
but to pay first round money for a guy that isn't great with his arm. Well, he could be. We just haven't seen it. You know. We'll find out.
I will say another interesting pick for me. Sorry to interrupt. Was the Ricky Pearsall,
Mm-hmm.
31st overall for the Niners.
That was a shocker. I do agree.
I think him over Lad McConkey is mind blowing, in my opinion. But I mean, obviously I think with all the talk of Debo possibly leaving, are they seeing Ricky as this like
Another guy like Debo.
I mean, I didn't watch much Florida football.
He was
I saw
awful.
he had some dirty catches, but
He was a number one.
yeah, 100%.
He was a number one.
100%. I thought this was a good pick too. With the Bills getting rid of Stephon Diggs. Granted, Keon's a rookie. We'll see how he pans out. But I thought that was a good fill-in for Stephon.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's a baller. I don't know what's y'all's take on that, but
I think they got a big target. Is what they did.
mhm.
They got someone for Josh Allen to throw. I get bullseye essentially, so he doesn't have to worry about a smaller guy.
Yeah.
I am mad at the Bills though.
Why?
They gave Patrick Mahomes the speedster.
Oh, it was freaking. That was so BS, dude.
That was dumb. I don't know what exactly they got because they obviously did that and they got something in return
Yeah.
that they thought was valuable. But who knows? Time will only tell if that was a bad trade. We'll find out in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Because Keon might be a dog, and they got him for second round money versus first round money. And what was the guy? Adonai Mitchell? No, it wasn't Adonai Mitchell.
Xavier Worthy.
Could be a guy that they
He'd be like a John Ross type guy. He's
who
quick, but
you
he might
paid
be
first
bust.
round money for, and it wasn't worth
Yeah.
the first round because he was not made out to
Yeah.
be who he is. Who knows?
Do you like the Lad McConkey pickup for y'all?
I do. I'm not biased because he's kind of from this area. We live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's from North Georgia, Murray County area, so that's only 25, 30 minutes. Wouldn't y'all
Stone's
agree?
throw away.
Yeah, stones throw away. I think he's honestly kind of fits the mesh of what Harbaugh wants in a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. I think he's your hot take here. Maybe not a hot take from me though. I think he's your wide receiver 1 off the bat.
I mean, who else?
Josh Palmer.
But Josh Palmer gets injured a lot.
Yeah.
He might not get injured this year, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay, he's a Tennessee guy. I know I hate on Tennessee, but Josh Palmer...
I was just saying that with complete bias, too, because of the jacket.
I'll say Josh Palmer is a good wide receiver. He's a solid... He's never been a number one guy. He's always
put
been...
it out there. Johnson is having a breakout year.
Quinn Johnson?
Yep.
You think so?
Yep.
He's been training with some elite wide receivers.
But he's got the exact build he needs to be good.
Yeah.
I like him.
He just...
If Herbert can stay healthy, that's going to be the 1 and 2 connection.
I mean, Johnson is the reason we lost to the Packers last year. So
Didn't
What about the other 15 games?
Oh, that was just class Charger football right there. Sucks. We're good 1 through 3, but when the fourth quarter rolls around, we're a ghost team. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the Cowboys in the playoffs.
At least you made it there. Dak and Justin have the same amount of wins.
Which is Dak's been in the league a lot longer time. That's the thing. Dak's been in the league a lot longer than...
But he's been there more.
Didn't Bowers go to the Raiders?
Which is a horrible pick.
That's when did they get a tight end? Like
they got a rookie last year, right? Wasn't he a rookie? Or what was
they
the
got
guy?
Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
Michael Mayer.
Yeah, last year.
I just think it was a bad pick because who's going to throw to those guys? Don't tell me Gardner
Minshew's going to...
coming off the bench.
All right, don't hate on him.
I like Garner.
I'm not... Okay,
He
Gardner,
gave Pittman a 1,200-yard season last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, I think
The Minshew hate is not
I
appreciated.
think AR-15 could have done that, too, if he didn't get hurt.
When Gardner Minshew came into the game for the Eagles and diced up the Cowboys, that was when I had respect for Gardner Minshew.
Hey, I just don't see... I think the Chargers will be bad this year. I think not the Vikings. The Raiders will be bad this year. I think the Broncos will also be bad this year.
Their quarterback... Now, this is what's... How do I explain this? Because I've got a lot of mixed feelings from the Broncos fans, I know. I've heard from unnamed sources that someone thinks that Bo Nix is going to be the next Elway.
Okay.
I've also heard that unknown sources is Bo Nix and Zach Wilson's probably the worst quarterback room they've ever seen. I've also seen unnamed sources that they just like Bo Nix. A lot of mixed emotions there and mixed feelings. I think the Elway one is kind of absurd.
What does Shaw think, your friend? What does he say?
He doesn't like it. My cousin loves it.
So
my cousin's the one that said Elway.
So your cousin, I see Bo Nix as a former Broncos first-round pick. His name is Paxton Lynch. All Broncos fans know who Paxton Lynch is. That's what Bo Nix is. He just played for Oregon. Paxton Lynch played for Memphis. Obviously, two different types of competition when it comes to the conferences. Mm-hmm. But
arguably, I think Memphis is tougher competition.
Possibly.
Joking.
Possibly.
But
Paxton Lynch and Bo Nix kind of have this... Paxton Lynch was no Heisman finalist by any means, but Bo Nix ran from the tough competition in the SEC and went to Oregon.
And he got beat by the same quarterback 3 times.
Yeah.
But he did get...
Who was the questionable at number 8 pick?
Yeah.
He did get his adopted brother, didn't he? Troy Franklin's his adopted brother.
Did he get drafted?
He got drafted by the Broncos.
Did he really? I didn't... What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
I thought that was him.
I did not know that.
I didn't know if that was him or not.
I think it is. Oh, is it?
He's number 11.
Fact check that. Because I'm not... I think you're right.
There.
It's all good.
It's all good.
You know who I did like that I'm seeing now? I didn't know this, but Ostrich Estamai from Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. So our friend Jordan, we all know, go Navy, beat Army. Mm-hmm. Said that Ostrich Estamai is built like a wrecking ball.
Like a little bowling ball?
Yeah, obviously he's playing NFL, so he's not going to be like the most jacked on the field.
Yeah.
But he said that was the most talented guy he's ever seen in person play running back.
Really?
Yeah, most talented.
I like that.
He said that when he takes off, he's off.
His acceleration.
Yeah, he's just a big dude that's amazing at football.
Another pick. I mean, obviously, we can just go with however we want to do this, but Marvin Harrison to the Cardinals. I mean, you have to do that, but
yeah.
Same deal with.
I like that. I don't think there's anything else they could have gone with.
Well, I mean, but like,
if you let him drop out the top 5, it's a steal.
But yeah. Dude, I didn't realize Cardinals got Trey Benson too. See, this is after the first and second.
Yeah,
round, I kind of stopped watching. So that's actually a good pickup for the Cardinals.
They got a lot of people.
Yeah. I like
Mhm.
that. I like that. I like that 1-2 combo right
Trey
there.
Benson's a good. I watched Trey Benson play against LSU down in Florida,
Yeah, he's a dog.
and the Florida State fans love him.
Oh, 100%.
They love him. He's actually. They give him at least 20 touches that game.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year.
He's like their James Cook.
Their former Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, that's a good comparison too.
They fed Dalvin like
Yeah.
a maniac. I think the steal of the draft,
Jalen Wright. That's what I was thinking.
not even
I've seen
close.
Jalen Ryan as well.
Oops, I mean,
That's
He
that's gonna be
this-
the quickest running back room.
This
Get on
steal
the
of the
right
draft
page,
was in
man.
the first round, which isn't really a steal.
Who are you saying?
Xavier Leggett.
Oh, 100%.
Xavier Leggett to the Panthers.
Is it just because of his accent or the way he
No,
plays?
just he was good at South Carolina.
He was dog. He was
He was
dog.
good at South Carolina, and I figured he would drop at least second round, but they took him in the first.
I need to figure out these guys.
Taj Washington's a dog. Now I don't know much about Malik Washington for
Versus
the Dolphins, but that verse and Fist conversation was cool too. The phone call.
Yeah, they were crying.
I'm trying to think of who was it? Oh, was it? Go to the Ravens draft real quick. No, not Ravens. Saints. Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler. What do you think about that one?
That wasn't horrible.
I think
They got him at the 5th round, so it's not like they're paying him crazy money.
this is what I find interesting is their whole conversation about his draft stock dropped because of the TV show. Which you also honestly you're in high school, you're gonna mature differently.
Yeah.
And then this just happened today, but the Shadur Sanders comment. I don't know if you saw that about what was Buddy's name? Somebody transferred out saying that he just wanted a shot and everything, and Shadur pretty much said like, "Oh, he was probably mid at best. I don't even know his name." And that's your starting quarterback for the Buffs. So does that hurt his draft stock next year?
No,
'Cause
of course
obviously, you
not.
don't think so?
His last
it's
name.
Deion Sanders' son. It doesn't matter.
It's like LeBron James' son. As long as he has that James in the last
I ain't
name.
gonna hold you. Brian James is not that good.
He's not, but
Bryce is so much better.
his draft stock's going to be high just because of that.
Mhm.
Even though he's declared, but he'll probably go back to college. I think.
Bronny?
I think right.
Word on the street is he's going to Duquesne. I don't know how true that is. But that's word on the street.
I can't wait to watch Jaden Daniels just throw interceptions to Trayvon Diggs all season long. I'm so glad he went to the NFC East.
I have a question.
Let's hear it.
So, as a Cowboys fan.
Yep.
Right. And none of us are Texas fans, so we can never get in this argument. But I know Stroud and Micah Parsons have become really close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done
They
podcasts.
played each other in basketball in high school.
Yeah. What'd you think
CJ
about
Stroud's got
the
buckets on
argument of Parsons saying that the NFC East is the strongest, where Stroud said the AFC North is the strongest?
I think they're both wrong.
I think the AFC North probably is the strongest. But all 4 of those teams almost went to playoffs.
So AFC North,
Mm-hmm. That's the Bengals,
Bengals,
Steelers,
yeah.
Browns, and Ravens.
Maybe now, but in past times it's been the NFC East.
They were just talking about this last year.
I don't think anybody in the NFC East has gone 0-18 or 0-17 like the
Yeah, I agree.
Browns.
Like the
have.
Browns have.
But nowadays, sure, the Browns are good. Texans are good.
Bengals had a down
Steelers
year.
are the luckiest team I've ever seen in my life. How do you still go positive with that team?
Their
Maybe
defense.
coaching,
NBA, NFL young boy maybe. Even though he
Mhm.
didn't get there was many.
but no, I think because the Texans come to Dallas, that's gonna be a game to watch because you got Diggs guarding Diggs.
Brother versus brother.
I don't think they'll put Trayvon. Trayvon will get cooked. No,
The only thing they put Trayvon on Stephon?
I don't think that the defense they run would line up with
Prevent
how
that?
he's got to guard Stephon.
So who'd he guard? Would he guard Dell or Collins?
I would say Trayvon's more of a shorter threat, so he'd probably just guard Nico. Nico just runs those slants and outs.
So he'd guard the slot.
Because they'll have Tank Dell back after he just got shot in the leg, but he'll be good.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'd be fine.
He'll run the deep routes, so I guess Deron Bland will get burnt every time, like he usually
He
does.
get shot at the beach.
They were in like a house party or something, he got shot in
Yeah.
the leg. He was trying to break it up. There's a video.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he just got
Just good
caught in
dude.
the crossfire. But yeah, that'll be an interesting game to watch. Texans they're gonna be really good this year.
God, what was that dude's name?
Or they could just be that team that's praised really high and then
So
craps
the
the bed.
Texans.
I saw
Yeah.
a TikTok about him getting shot, and then it pulls up 50 Cent. He goes, "I got shot 9 times." I was like, okay.
The Texans have everything.
Can we talk about the New England Patriots?
I think it's this is going to be on. I think it's an A+ draft. I think it may be A-.
Trade Drake May,
Trade
Bazooka
Drake?
Joe on the mound, ready to go.
Hey, we're on the series. They're fighting for the starting position.
I like it.
That'd be insane. I think I'll be honest. Actually, I want you to. What was your...
Ask me the question.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you asked me a question. I was just saying.
No.
I
thought you were gonna say something.
I was gonna like it too.
I think this is a great draft.
Yeah.
I like Drake May.
I like Jaheim Bell a lot. I think that's a good fit for tight end.
He's more of like a. He's not like a blocking tight end. He's more of like an athletic tight end.
Javon Baker's out to end people's lives.
He's dog.
He said, "I make people in wheelchairs stand
He's
up."
dog. He's dog.
that's
I love it.
next level.
Dude.
I've never heard that.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
I make people in wheelchairs.
Dude, he there was a video of like he was on Instagram Live and he was like, "Where's my liquor at? Where's the liquor at?" He's just, I love him, dude. But the Polk, when we drafted Polk, I was kind of, at first I was iffy about it. I went and watched some highlights because, it is what it, dog.
You got outshined by Adunze a little bit.
A
He
little
didn't
bit.
get the credit.
A little bit, dog. We're filling in those gaps. Caden Wallace, dog. We need that line, dog. Honestly, don't know much about Marcellus Dial, but
So all 8 of them are just dogs.
I think they're all dogs.
I like it.
I think it's a great draft. I think it's one of the better drafts we've had.
So who's his quarterback room right now?
Quarterback room is
May, Milton.
if I don't know who the starting quarterback will be. If it's going to be Jacoby Brissett, it's going to be Jacoby, Milton, May, and then Zappy.
Oh, Bailey Zappi might start.
Zappy's going to play for
Zappy's gone.
the Argonauts over there in the NFL.
Zappy's gone. What's interesting? There's like 9 receivers in our room too, which I think we got to cut like 2 or 3 of them. Which I think Juju's gone. I think Tyquan Thornton is gone, even though he's just been hurt, dude.
So they're gonna cut Juju?
I think he's gonna be traded.
Okay.
But I think he's gone. I think Tyquan Thornton gets gone. I mean, honestly, you got Polk, you got Baker, you got Pop Douglas, you got Kendrick Bourne. A lot of not
You still
big
got
names.
Devontae Parker?
No, he's gone. He's done.
He's gone.
Yeah. But not a lot of big names, but a lot of athletic names. And I love it. I think this is a lot
All the younger guys.
of younger guys.
Yeah.
With a team I think our defense is already good enough. And I'm glad that we're actually loading up our offense now. Because obviously that's what
You
killed
still
us
have
last
Ramondre?
You took one defensive player.
Yeah, we got
Because your
Ramondre.
RB1 left.
Yeah.
He got picked up.
I think Gibson. Was it Antonio Gibson?
No, I was talking about Zeke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. He still only got us like 500 yards the whole year.
What do you mean, bro? He's going crazy.
Yeah, I like it.
Going
I like it.
crazy.
I like this draft a lot, and it made me feel good. Actually
It's
having a
good.
decent.
The pain of being a Falcons fan.
I mean, you're still probably going to be
continues
the
throughout
bottom of the
years.
AFC East.
Bro, I know.
I just don't.
Yeah, I'd say that.
I mean, I just
I'd say
considering what you're stacked up against, you already got a team in the Dolphins that are already, for now, this team
they're contenders.
they're drafting the Patriots are doing it for later.
I definitely think the projected. I mean, they've already got 2025 draft projections. I think us being at the number 2 pick is absurd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're gonna be the number 2 pick. I think we're middle of the pack this year.
So you think playoff push? Possible.
Maybe wild card.
Maybe wild card.
I say.
The Chargers will have a top.
I say we're fighting for 500.
Okay, that's fair.
Like I said, it's
The Dolphins are for now. They're playing for contending. The Bills are kind of in that rebuild / they could contend era. Who's the other team in yours?
the Jets.
They could play. They could be taking a shot at the playoffs. This is definitely a shot for the playoffs this year.
With Rodgers being back too.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, y'all be the bottom.
We'll be bottom, but like I said, I think this is a
You should
good.
anything higher than the bottom, you beat expectations.
Ceiling is wild card. I think
Yeah.
ceiling's wild card.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is a good first step in the rebuild of the dynasty.
The Dynasty.
Dynasty 2.0.
What are
Gerard
we gonna
Mayo.
call it? Mayo Dynasty?
Yeah.
The Gerard Mayo Dynasty?
What was it? Oh shoot! What did someone call him? Oh, I don't remember. It'll come to me at the most random. But yeah, I like it.
Oh, that's good.
Not to mention we did I think we're starting a Tennessee pipeline too.
They signed a lot of undrafted free agents.
Jacob
Dude,
Warren.
the Eagles got Will Shipley too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Can
Did
also-
we not talk about how they're getting away with
Also-
murder?
This is
Can we-
insane.
Can we talk about how many people don't actually watch college football? It blows my mind. Because I'm sitting here, I'm probably the most on Twitter out of all four of us here. And people are talking about, like, Will Shipley, like, oh, I didn't know who Will Shipley was. This guy's,
He's a dog.
What are you talking? If you actually watch college ball, you know this guy's a stud.
Yeah, he's a stud. He's a white stud.
Okay, I wouldn't say. I mean, yeah.
These two.
Yeah, think about it. He's a white dude. He's not Christian McCaffrey, but
I don't
There's
know.
not many white running
He could
backs.
be at that level.
He
If he could get the pass catching up, he runs like him.
is it because he's white?
I mean, hey,
CMC's bred different.
Yeah.
the Eagles are producing some natural talent here.
Yeah.
We've got Cooper DeJean and Will Shipley.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
those two
Sneaky
cornerbacks
athletic
get to
guys.
learn from big play Slay.
Yeah.
Do we think
I'm
that?
scared of the Eagles.
Do we think
now.
that Cooper Jean stays as a corner, or they move him to safety?
I think they put him at freaking running back at this point.
I
The
think
guy can fly.
They might. What was that one guy they got from MTSU? He's not there anymore.
Oh, they had two guys. I know who you're talking about. Was it Blankenship?
Blankenship.
Blankenship?
Reed Blankenship.
Yeah.
It was a cornerback, and they moved him to safety.
Yeah.
So they'll probably do the same thing.
Well, he got moved to
No.
college though.
Oh.
All the hype around DeJean, he's staying there and he's locking people up until Sedarius Lambercott gets a hold of him.
He's locking Sedarius.
No, he's not. Big play Slay can't even lock CD up.
Big play Slay. That's a bold
He
take.
could lock anybody.
I don't hate the Eagles. I think they're a great team. There's teams I hate more.
I think they're paying. They remind me of the Dodgers in the MLB where they're paying a lot of money and they're not performing.
I mean,
guess you
that,
could say with the Dallas
that
Cowboys.
last 5 weeks of the Eagles season was just
six.
devastating.
I think they lost six
Yeah,
straight.
It was bad. They were set to first round bye because they were going to win the East.
Oh, you should have been in my household when that losing streak happened.
I bet it was great.
It was brutal.
I love to see it because the Cowboys were losing as well, but they won like 2 out of the 6, so they just jumped to number 1.
I just find it weird, Chase, that like everybody in your family is an Eagles fan. You're a Patriots fan. Yeah. Everybody in your family is a Phillies fan. You're a Cubs fan. Like it's crazy.
Well, my family's from Philadelphia, but that doesn't mean I gotta be. Actually, funny enough, the reason why I'm a Cubs fan is because of a Phillies fan.
Yeah, I know.
Did I tell you about this last
Yeah,
week?
you did. I just think it's funny because like you're just the opposite. Like everybody else is.
Everybody in my household's a Tennessee fan, though.
Oh,
You could probably say that.
Yeah.
Now,
Why are they not Temple fans?
because my mom's dream school was USC, South Carolina. So if anything, we would have been USC fans over Temple.
Does your dad not care about sports, or is your dad into it? Was your
Well,
mom?
my mom. Well, both my parents love sports.
Yeah, your mom just seems more into it. I think your dad's more of like
My dad's more into college than he is professional.
Yeah, your mom's really into it because she's like loves Bryson Stott.
Well, yeah, she loves Bryson.
Yeah,
She loves Oliver. Well, Oliver's more reasonable just because Oliver was Riker's roommate, teammate, and lived with my sister and Riker. So that's more.
Mm-hmm.
But Bryson played. This is actually a cool, interesting, like small world thing. So exposure, family ties. But well, I guess Exposure started this Exposure West team, and Riker and Bryson played on Exposure for like 2 weekends, and they were only playing out west. But that's how that connection happened with Bryson and Riker. So, but also, actually, I'm not gonna even say it because I don't want to stir up some stuff about club baseball.
God.
But
The
yeah, we're
waste
gonna
of money it is.
with that. Yeah, but
y'all can
We're
speak on that.
we're gonna leave. We're
Trust
not
me,
gonna
I know.
get into that. We're not gonna get into that. It's other stuff, but
Travel baseball is one of the biggest scams in the world.
100%. But it's also like, I don't know. I wouldn't say necessary.
If you're good, you'll get noticed. You don't need to pay to go to showcases.
Well, this was that's the thing is, do you even play travel ball or do you spend the money to go to the showcases? Because I went to one showcase and that's how I got my exposure.
I think there's 2 different types of travel ball. Like the one we did at the end, all for fun. Play tournaments around you. You just have fun with your last season of baseball. Oh, Will had a future going to play in college, but everybody else on the team was having fun.
Yeah.
We're not
driving 6 hours to somewhere in North Carolina to play for 2 days and then
Trust
come
me,
right
I
back.
remember getting done with football, getting in the
Oh
car
my god. Dude.
after a Friday night football game, and driving through the night so I can go to play baseball in South Carolina.
I have a question.
Dude, it was-
So you're telling me baseball, like AAU, FBU, baseball? You have how much y'all paying?
I couldn't even tell.
I don't know. I've never been on the
I honestly
financial
could.
side,
To
but
get
I-
mainstream like looks.
I wouldn't see
I
with
think
the
if you're good, you're gonna get noticed.
yeah with the side.
It also depends on how good you are. Like, if you want to be on the team, you can pay
But it's
to be
different
on the team.
nowadays than it
But if
was
you're
when we were in high
also,
school. I know it wasn't a long
like,
time ago, but
Cole
social
Cox,
media's well,
Did you
pretty-
pay?
I doubt Cole played or paid. I
See,
doubt.
because EYBL and all that stuff, you get invited to those teams.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay.
Well, you get
Now
invited
you-
to play on the travel ball
you
team,
have
but
to-
you
you
still
have
got
to-
to pay.
See,
But I think if you're a dog, you don't have to pay.
Well, yeah, if you're going to get drafted out of
like
high
Kumar
school,
Rocker,
you're good.
you think he paid for his travel ball?
I doubt
No.
it. I doubt
Like,
it.
Well, he probably just got, hey, you come pitch here. Well, you got your jersey that has number 12
Like,
on
when
the
I-
back or whatever.
Like, when I transferred and started playing for Team Louisville Slugger, and for exposure, I didn't pay. I just had to get my uniforms. That's it.
Okay.
I will say, I think with the Cyclones, what I liked about the Cyclones was we were actually going and playing. Like, we went to Auburn, we went to Alabama, we went to Tennessee. Like,
That's
I didn't get to play at some of the tournaments because of football in the fall, but like we actually didn't just, we did get the exposure that we
You
needed.
don't don't drive to Lake Point every single
every
weekend.
single week.
we stopped going to Lake Point. I would drive. You go to North Carolina because they would host like these games. In North Carolina, you got NC State, Duke,
Yeah.
North Carolina, Wake Forest,
yeah.
and you would play at all four.
And East Carolina would probably come down and watch.
And so, but the thing is, each one is 30, 45 minutes apart.
Yeah.
And so, like, I would go on Thursday night, we'd play NC State.
Mhm.
And then next day, we'd go play 2 games at Wake Forest.
Okay.
And then we'd go play a game at, like, their version of a travel ball field.
Yeah.
And then you would do the championship at North Carolina or Duke.
Oh, okay. Would y'all say it was worth it, or was it?
Yeah, I'd say it was worth it.
I
I
wouldn't
never
change
did
it.
anything big.
I think it was more of the
travel ball.
memories, probably for y'all. You probably
That's
couldn't-
the way I approach.
You
Like,
probably
I
can't.
Well,
I played at LSU.
You could probably remember playing at places, but you don't know what happened in those games. But you remember the memory.
I remember playing at Tennessee on the field they play on now, and it was a blast.
I wish I didn't. Did you play on the turf or did you play on a? I didn't get to play on the turf.
I got
I have a picture of me standing on the tee in the outfield.
That's it.
I played on the turf, and then when I was 16, I played on it when it's dirt.
That's dope.
I mean, if you approach it the right way, it's nice. But if you're paying all this money to go to all these showcases, when you know those guys have a couple guys in their mind, not all these 16, 17-year-olds that are batting 240 in high school. And
Yeah.
Which Chipper
their dad's paying for everything. And
Which Chipper Jones, his son's a stud. Which he's Chipper Jones' son. He don't play travel ball. He plays school ball and then
Yeah.
he plays football.
Well, that's. Oh, we could talk.
So you're telling me, okay,
it's a
question.
long tangent. We gotta
It's
get
a
on
long
that
tangent.
one.
It's
Do
a
you
long
think?
hand.
Do you think there's kids on the team that the coaches are making them pay, knowing that they're not going to get
Yeah,
recruited?
100%.
That's why there's so many
Oh,
different levels.
that's
to the
so messed
organization.
up.
That's why.
That's
Wait,
why
there's-
there's the exposure of what? Prime, black, gray,
Yeah.
or was it silver?
That's messed up.
That's what.
Like the kids that play on
That's like-
exposure silver
dude, we would-
are
we
the
would
guys
play
you
like-
see at Grace Academy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Their
thanks.
parents paid
Appreciate
to
you.
be on the team.
and you got team
Like
Like-
the Canes.
like
Yeah, Eva
Prime
Schutz.
Louisville Slugger.
Mm-hmm.
That's the showcase team.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to like Wilson Black, and that's
Trash.
just
The
the high
Evo
school
Shield
kids.
Canes.
They've
There's
got
so many
1,000
different
teams.
levels of it, and you see the good cane because they're all 6'4", and they're cornbread fellas. And you go look at the bottom tier, and they all look
It's
like
the same
me.
thing with
But there's like dirt bags.
the dirt
Yeah.
bags.
I mean,
I guess it's just life.
East
though.
Cobb.
It's like you got the Braves. You got your minor league teams.
you got your
Rookie
high
ball.
A.
Is that what
college.
it's kind of? I guess preparing
in a
them.
way?
But
yeah.
the thing is, also, when you play on those different teams, like when I was on Team Louisville Slugger, we never played the other teams. We do the exposure day, which where we play all the exposure teams.
Mm.
But you go over there, and we'd play like the dirt bags, and they'd have their own balls. Like when you show up and you get your own label on your
Yeah.
baseballs.
What you called?
I wouldn't even say cold. That's just where the money's at. For being honest, like that, like, I mean, this was no disrespect when saying this, but I think travel ball, softball, heck, even AAU, it's like, dude, that is a money maker.
Mm-hmm.
See, like I did AAU, but it wasn't like expensive. We did it. It's kind of like, I guess, for fun.
Yeah.
And then when you look at it for fast pitch softball, which my sister plays, it's different than baseball. Like, there's not as many teams.
Well, around here, I don't. Are the Frost Falcons even a team anymore?
Yeah, my sister plays for
The
Frost.
Frost is still a team.
But there's the Frost Falcons, and then there's a rec ball team.
Yeah.
That don't leave Chattanooga.
Yeah, there's like Chattanooga Forest is like a big
Fury.
softball team.
I
Isn't
don't
that
even know
pretty Fury?
Fury's still huge.
Is Fury still?
I do all the jerseys for Fury Platinum. They're going
Fury
good.
Platinum's a legit team.
Yeah.
But then Fury has 30 teams out there.
Yeah.
There's teams that don't leave the state of Tennessee, and then there's
Platinum.
Fury Platinum that's going to play in Oklahoma next week.
There's different levels too.
Yeah.
Sorry we got on that tangent.
Oh, you're good.
I just wanted to know.
There's-
I know this has nothing to do with the draft.
No. That's actually a good. That's a good little tangent.
And
I got a lot I could say about it, but
Be hateful.
also,
I wouldn't say hateful. It's just kind of like the looking back on it thing.
You
Now.
wish you would have done something different.
which also I have a lot of I hate to say it, but like with exposure, I have a lot of bad blood towards that.
Oh, I do too. And I didn't even play for
I'm
them.
so glad I didn't become any part of that.
But like on my team, there was 5 or 6 of us from Chattanooga area, and the rest of the team was not from Chattanooga. We didn't even practice because no one was from here.
Yeah.
So y'all just show up,
You show up at a tournament.
but that y'all are also good. It don't matter.
See that's what's funny because and then I'm here with the Cyclones and we practice like twice a week over the summer.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, but
different.
you don't want to make a kid drive from Atlanta to go
Well,
practice
we
at
had-
East Hamilton
Yeah.
for 4 hours and then drive 3 hours back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like I had 3 guys on my team from Farragut, and then we'd have like you'd show up, and there would be like a random kid we've never met before. That's like, oh, he's pitching for y'all's team today, and he's like from Nebraska.
And so what if he was bad? How would y'all react with him?
He's usually not bad though.
No,
he's usually-
no.
They're usually pretty filthy.
Yeah.
No, like,
And
Hey,
usually-
come here and shove 92, 93 and you go home.
no, like legit. He would show up, like you'd be pitching, and it'd be like I wasn't a pitcher, because I played the field. So
You'd be catching the heat.
I would show up and be like, hey, this is so and so. He's pitching today because University of Tennessee's in the stands, and they would just like kick whoever's off the mound pitching, and put him in.
So as a kid,
Sometimes they don't even stick to the end of the game. They'll pitch their 5 and leave.
Like they don't.
Turn their jersey in, put whatever they had back on, and leave.
Yeah, they'll put like a T-shirt.
so what if y'all win the tournament? They're just not part of it.
You don't care about that.
They don't get
The
darn
only
about it.
yeah, I mean
So
It wasn't about winning.
so
It
if
was
you're a
about
kid
getting
on the
exposure.
team and you're like, oh, I'm probably gonna, you get told earlier in the week like you're gonna be starting, you're gonna be at the bump today, and then you wake up and you're there and there's this random kid from Nebraska. He's like, yeah, you're.
That's like this. Get better. You're not as good as this kid, so this kid's gonna come take your spot.
But it's also
God.
I've been there.
But I appreciate your money because you paid all this. But this kid coming in didn't pay anything.
Yeah.
He gets to pitch. He
But-
gets to go to college.
They had to pay something to get that.
No.
Those coaches.
No,
don't-
here's
No.
a jersey. Here's a hat.
no,
you
he,
got a
he, paid, he
glove.
paid for the plane flight. That was it.
So the coaches want to. So okay,
They
the
want
kid-
to get the
this
kid's
is-
exposure.
Okay,
but
the only,
this
the only,
kid
the
that's
only,
not giving any valuable money to him is not gets the reach the benefits of the kid
He's
that
already
is.
got the money
Yeah.
from the other players.
But
He
the
doesn't
thing
care
is-
about that player's money.
He don't care.
But he doesn't know this cat.
Doesn't matter.
No, you post on the page. He gets to take his phone out, take a picture. There's a perfect game All-American stepping on the mound for your team.
oh, let me get into that. Let me get into this. No. Let me get into this.
You're
This-
telling me
Get it, Chase. Go.
you're ripping families off?
Yeah. So this is the tangent that I wasn't gonna get on, but I'm gonna get on. There's an unsaid team out of an unsaid city,
Chattanooga.
possibly.
There
When I
we
say
go.
the team,
Exposure.
when I say team, an unsaid family member played for unsaid team,
Exposure. Chattanooga.
possibly. He played 2 tournaments, and then all the credit was given to Exposure, even though he played for Exposure for two weekends, and another team developed him and played with him the whole time.
That's what.
And then they put
That's
on the
all they care about.
website. They put on the website so and so committed to so and so on the website.
As
And exposure jersey with the team they committed.
Like when I committed to
Yep.
when I committed to play for a junior college.
He's gonna go full haymaker.
Hold on, you're telling me this is legal?
It's messed up, man.
I wouldn't like I quit playing for Exposure. I went and played high school ball, committed to Chattanooga State, and they still posted it.
He played for us the summer after he committed.
That's wild. That's highway robbery.
I'm still confused on what the follow thing means, but you know what? I'm not thinking too.
Maybe like tournaments and stuff, you can like get notifications if Chase
Maybe.
Roberts goes off 3 for 4.
Did I miss my chance?
with 3 wee wees?
Did I miss my chance? Boys,
Look, we still got some. You you have a college degree.
I do
Me and
got a
Will
degree.
can go
Y'all
back.
guys really go play NIA ball.
I like it.
Go play NIA with Brian. But, all right, real quick. I know y'all don't care about this, but I do. This is where my bloodline resides. There's a big race coming up this weekend in Louisville, Kentucky, known as the Kentucky Derby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to say this is for betting odds. This is just a guy that doesn't really know ball about racing, but he dabbles in racing. So let's talk about the Derby real quick.
Yeah.
The 150th running of the Kentucky Derby. Pretty big news.
They've been doing this for 150
years, yeah.
So it's like a big race because 150.
I think it's a huge race.
Name some horses for me.
You want which
Secretariat.
one?
Secretariat.
I did a whole research thing. I'll give you some names that I like. Okay. Obviously, you got the favorite, which is Fierceness. His odds are 5-2. 5-2.
Okay.
I just remember betting on the horse in GTA who had the highest odds.
Yeah. Highest odds?
Yeah. I like rolling the dice like that.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
Secretariat's plus 2,000.
Just load that shark card up real quick.
Exactly.
But so yeah, his odds are 5-2, and the jockey. So I like to look at jockeys personally.
That's the guy riding the horse,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was
Johnny-
once gonna be a jockey, but then
You're too dang tall,
That's
brother.
it. I'm too big.
You're too dang tall.
Me and Chase
But
should go
I had big
into
dreams
it.
to be a jockey.
We'd still be too tall.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
like
like-
4 foot nothing.
Oh, God.
So
Like a tall one's like 5'4".
yeah,
Mm.
but Johnny
Horse don't want to carry
Velasquez.
around that much weight.
Johnny Velasquez has won 3 derbies. So he's a
Same horse, different horses.
different horses.
How long do the horses last?
So usually for the Derby they're 3-year-olds. Honestly, like this is a rough thing, but usually 3-year-olds is if you do well in these races, 3-year-olds, that's when your stock for breeding is going to be the highest. So usually I think 3 years old is pretty much the cutoff. But
my cousins used to breed quarter horses, and they also raised cattle. And like if they had a horse that was in its prime and it broke its leg, they just run it through the
Okay.
processor.
You're
And
that's crazy.
They just made you go to sleep, is what you're
That's
saying.
crazy.
Night-night.
That is not a thing nowadays. But anyways,
That was back in 1945.
but so Fierceness is the
Gauge took a
favorite.
horse's head.
The second horse I like is Sierra Leone. He's a good contender as well.
Mhm.
However, this is what I found: he doesn't race well on muddy tracks. There's a chance of rain on Saturday for muddy track. Was that English?
Yeah.
There's a chance of rain on Saturday, so there's a muddy track. Let me run that
for
back.
I picked it up.
Okay.
I'm
Question.
thinking we throw
So
it in.
is the Kentucky? I've never watched this, so I'm ignorant to this.
Mhm.
Is it like an all-day event? Y'all wake up, these rich people are wearing nice outfits just for one lap.
No, there's more races than just one.
But is it?
But the big race is
what's the big dance?
it's the 6 o'clock post.
And it's one lap.
It's one race. It's the greatest 2 minutes in sports history.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Is what they say.
whoa,
Is what they
whoa.
say.
Hey,
The
how much
fastest
did
2
it cost
minutes.
to get in?
Probably $400 million.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm not gonna. We're going for my mom's 60th birthday, so I don't know how much Doc paid.
You don't
for
wear one
this.
of those.
Yeah, they're gonna wear hats. They're gonna wear hats.
Or you wear like a suit.
I'm wearing a suit, but
I bet there were some freaking overalls on.
So
yeah.
it's 2 minutes, and people like enjoy this.
Yeah, dude. Well, okay. On a normal, like when I went to Transylvania and Keeneland, like the chapter, they call it the chapters or the seasons. There's more than one race. Like it's a whole day thing. Like Saturdays, it's a whole day thing. You've got more than one race. So I mean, it's not just like you're going for one race. No, you're going for more than one race.
Yep.
But it's the Kentucky Derby is just it's the tip of the top, and then you got the Preakness and the Belmont, which is like
Was it?
Crown.
Who's the horse that's not favored to win? I'm throwing it on them.
So there's two. There's two, and
So is this the
actually,
Masters for horses?
pretty much.
Okay.
Honestly, that's a good comparison. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of research on one of them too. So you got Society Man. I didn't do much research on him.
They need me to leave me a voicemail.
And then you got Grand Mo the First. Actually, there's three. Grand Mo the First, and you got West Saratoga. All 50-1 odds. Those are the long shots.
I like those odds.
Now the odds they will change leading up, and then horses will withdraw. For specific reasons.
I'll throw a 5 on them.
This West Saratoga horse though, I like. I like for
Toga horse?
no West Saratoga.
Oh,
For a long shot, I like him. Now he won the Iroquois Stakes
that's a Jack B. doing.
last year, which that was at Churchill Downs too. So he's ran. It wasn't the full lap, but he ran this track. And this is an interesting fact that I found. He's a gray horse. Okay, the last gray horse to win was in 2005, and there's only been 8 gray horses to win.
Hey, when did Secretariat win it?
That was like a long time ago, brother. Yeah, you might fact check me on that. It was a while
Shit,
ago.
that was Manny. You remember Manny? Sorry.
Yeah.
But,
talk
no,
about
you're
it
good.
after. Hold on.
But yeah, his lots of second and third place finishes as well. But yeah, that's pretty much. And then like a couple other horses to look at for the jockeys wise is this Track Phantom because his jockey won. Just a Touch, his jockey won. And then there's actually 2 Japanese horses. One of them is actually a dog, Forever Young. He's 5 for 5 in races. I think he's won all 5. And then he won the UAE Derby, which is a pretty big race in the Middle East. So
So they fly these horses out places?
Hey, what's that movie that dude wrote? It's Zebra.
that's Racing Stripes.
Don't think that's going to be in the.
Justify was the last one to win the Triple Crown. That was 2018. American Pharoah was before that in 2015.
What about Secretariat?
Secretariat did win the Triple Crown in 1973.
Wait, that's a real horse?
That's why.
I thought it was just a movie.
No, that's why Kentucky wears the blue and white checkerboard all the time too. Is because that's what his.
Oh my
colors
god, that's mind blowing. I thought that was just a
Yeah.
movie.
No, that's a real story, brother.
Oh wow.
So
Secretariat's probably
Did that
long
dude
gone
actually
by
write
now.
that Zebra?
no, that's fake. That's that one's
You
fake.
can't just pop a zebra into the competition.
That
I thought a
was
zebra would win though.
No,
Zebras are lighter.
they're so much smaller, dude.
It's basically like riding a donkey.
But
But you think if they're smaller, they'd be faster?
yeah,
But you also got to think they're carrying a human.
Dude, put Charlie on the damn on the zebra.
let's see.
Hey.
What other
Knew
horse-
it.
I will, okay, here's another interesting fact. I know you don't care about. Just Steele, his jockey, is the youngest jockey in the Derby, and it's the first Derby.
How old is he?
25. Keith Osmussen. He's from Texas. So that's an interesting one to watch. And then, yeah.
I wonder what the training's like to train a horse to do that.
I wish y'all would get into horse racing like I try to get y'all into hockey. Cause
I'm
it's
going to
actually,
get into it next year.
It's actually
I
interesting.
can't hop on now. It's the
I got
bandwagon.
2 things.
No, it's not the bandwagon. Everybody hops on it one time a year.
I'm not a bandwagon guy.
2 things.
I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm going to be from the beginning of the season.
Do they always do a full lap, or is it like track? Do they got like the quarter, and then like the half?
Yeah, I mean,
Are
they
they-
have different lengths.
There we go.
They have different lengths, but like the Derby like is a full lap. So
And then also, have y'all watched Ostrich racing?
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
they get suited
All
up?
right, that's gonna end it.
Ostrich, that's a thing?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah,
They're
You're telling me a grown man's hopping on an ostrich?
Yeah,
They're just,
we gotta look that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're just
but
getting
they
it.
be taking.
no, dude, that's the thing.
Oh, they be attacking each other?
They be knocking each other off the horse.
no.
Dude.
No.
Let's look at
that
that
happens
one.
in that happens in horse racing too. There's like
They bump into each other?
Yeah, there's strategy.
It's like NASCAR? Like,
Like they
Yeah.
drafted. Hey, look up Ostrich racing.
But it's actually when you actually like watch it, like it's pretty interesting. I'd consider like I mean if you don't watch NASCAR much, you're gonna find NASCAR boring. But yeah.
That's just uncoordinated racing. They're jacking. What? No.
I wonder.
Oh shoot! Oh, he's trying to get him
Kim Kardashian? Dude. I wonder if I can put this on.
He's holding up for dear life.
I wonder if I can I put this
Oh
on?
my
I wonder if I
God.
can put that on there.
Please.
That was the funniest shit I've ever watched in my entire life.
That sucker's moving.
Kim Kardashian. All right.
Well, I guess that's all
I've
we
had
got.
enough.
I guess that's all we can.
We'll have
My
to cut all of that out.
You gotta put that. You have to put that in there.
I gotta figure. I think I can use like 15 seconds.
Dude, you just gotta do the start.
Yeah.
The
Dude,
first
oh
10
my
seconds is all you
God.
need.
I
That
was-
was the funniest thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
He's like, and they're off. And they're off.
All right.
Where did you find this, Will?
It was on Fancy Factory.
Is it really?
Just listen to what he says at the beginning.
No, we're not watching this again.
Just listen.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to pause it and we're going to blast it here in a second after we get done.
Alright. Well, you know what? Let's end it, boys.
All right, I'm Jackson Stone.
Matthew Linden.
Will Campbell.
Chase Roberts, thanks for listening.